What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, shout out to Point of View crew, and Trip on This. I saw one of my homeboys today. He drove past me. We recognized each other. He flipped to you, Splinter. I said, what's up, homeboy? He came back, shook hands. What's up, dog? Immediately I thought, content. I wonder if I can get him for an interview. I wonder if he'll come by the pad. I'm just thinking, content. Not the last time I seen him. Last time I was in prison with him, he was busted during a term. He's out breaking into cars, cut his hand on glass, bled, and the cops went so far as to collect his blood sample, turn it in for DNA so they could track him down and catch him. Held him responsible. I can't believe they went through all that, DNA and all that rigmarole, over just a stupid breaking into a car. But they did. He got gaffled up. I saw him today. I was thinking content, but I said, hey, what's up, brother? I said, are you in the mix? And he goes, yeah, I'm doing this. I got this going on. Come by my pad, gave me his address. And I was like, what's up, dog? I mean, no, I'm not going to go by there because I'm not in the mix. I'm in the work mix. I'm in the YouTube mix. By the time you're watching this video, I'll be up north doing the up north mix, taking a train. So trip on this and trip on that. But bro, I don't want to, stray too far from the thumbnail. I recently had a comment where someone said, man, I really get aggravated with you because sometimes you come on here and you talk about stuff that is not in the title of the video or the thumbnail. Like, my bad. I didn't know I was actually bound by that, dude. The pressure. So I'm bound by like the thumbnail and the title. Man, I don't know if I could do that. No promises. I'm gonna make it because there's gonna be other stuff. And it's only right. So trip on this though, man. Another comment. Let me say this. Because I have a raffle going on. Splinter in the Slayer font. And trip on this. $10 buy-in on a raffle. Both shirts. Plus Prison POV and Splinter magnet and a Splinter couple stickers and a letter. Good raffle, homeboy. Just $10 buy-in. It's Nathan. And someone said, hey, Splinter. And he came in with a sideways dude. He's like, man, you're just hustling. You're scamming. You're probably going to get 100 people in on that raffle. You're going to make $1,000 off a $10 buy-in off a couple shirts. Dude, nowhere close. I mean, I wish. I wouldn't feel guilty or bad if 100 people got in. I made $1,000. Oh, but why? I mean, that's the point. But I'm not going to get nowhere close to that. You got a very good chance of winning these items because there's like 8 people in the raffle. And one of them, because the dude bought 5 slots. Homeboy came through with $50. Boom. 5 slots in the raffle. Then a couple other people. Dude, there's no more than 10 slots to fill. Nowhere near 100. You got a great chance. Get in on the buy-in for the raffle, homeboy. I'm going to pick it Saturday night. We're going to spin the wheel Saturday Night Live. And man, it's for a good cause. Because I took a pay cut in work. Not a pay cut, a cut in hours. But for an opportunity to do electrical, which I went to school for. And we're going to get there. But first I want to say trip on this shiznit, man. Because, dude, let me tell you the story about this dude. When I first started doing time, I was hanging out with a dude named Ronnie Owens. He's the one that nicknamed me Splinter. Splinter. The reason why Splinter, because I was slim and trim like a bicycle rim, small and young, and they said, you're not big enough to be a wood, you're a splinter. It's kind of like a joke, and it just stuck. Splinter, Splinter, Splinter. After they start calling me that, I'd come to jail. They'd say, what's up, Woo? What's your name? I'd say, Chris. What's up, brother? Someone from far back, like, hey, Splinter, what's up, dog? It just stuck. Splinter. Ronnie Owens nicknamed me that. He was kicking back with this dude. I can't remember his name. I think it's Steve. He was the lead singer, guitar player for a band called Primer Gray. He'd hang out with that dude. And he'd hang out with this other dude. I'm not going to say his name. He'd hang out with this other guy. I met him. Seemed like a cool dude. I knew that he slung the sack. Always had a bag. Always pushing. I never really seen him too much, though. But then after that, I'd see him here and there in county jail. And I got familiar with his face. And I knew that he was a dealer. But then I have a freaking family on my dad's side that I'm not real familiar with. Because my dad's dad got married and there's kids over there and don't know nothing about him because I was raised my dad's mom instead over there on that side. But then I had some grandparents pass away. I have cousins over on that side who I don't know. We start talking. I made contact with a female cousin of mine on my dad's side. I'm doing jail time. I'm talking on the phone. I get out. The cops are looking for me. I'm absconding. She says I can come by her pad. I went by her pad. It tripped me out when I go over there because it's that dude, Ronnie Owens' friend. Ronnie Owens, a dude, Steve from Primer Gray, and this other dude. The three dudes I seen kicking it when I first got the name Splinter. I was out there for 6 months on the farm. Boom, it was those three dudes I was always kicking it with. Bam, and here's one of them. Had no idea he was married to my cousin. Wow. He's like, what's up, bro? What's up, dog? And he's still slinging the bag, still in the mix. Because let me just touch on that too in a second. Let's get there. Do you know people that always sling? I could think of 3 or 4 people on top of my head. It's just like they have like an anointing for it or something. It's just like, I know a dude, he got caught, did 8 years. Got out, started slinging again. Got caught, did 10 years. Get out and start slinging. I know people just constantly. When I saw one of my older homeboys in Rexon a couple months ago, he was slinging, offered me some. I said, Charlie Holmes. And I said, hey, have you seen the homeboy? Boom, I dropped a name. He goes, yeah, that's where I got this from. I was like, damn, that dude's still slinging? It seems like some people, and I've never been one to deal drugs. I can't. It's not my stilo. Because I have it, and if someone wants to come buy some off me, I'll be like, let's just do it all together and party, and then go rob someone for more. I'm not the type to be shipping off my homeboy. I need $40, dog. Here's something for you. Give me 30. Oh, well, you want to? I'm not, nah, bro. Let's just do it, homeboy. That's how I feel about it. So, I see this fool. I was like, what's up, man? Him and my cousin end up fighting. She ends up kicking him out. I end up staying there. And I'm using. Addicted. Hardcore. Hardcore using. And I'm starting to want to quit. And I've touched on this before. That homeboy wanted me to do a strong arm robbery. And that's when I knew I was done. Because I went over there and the dude was all passed out in the chair. And the plan was to gaffle him up. And I just got cold feet. I discharged a P number. I discharged an F number. I was like, do I want to do a violent felony? Get caught with another number. Go back to prison like my brother is in prison right now. Knocking out till 2024. Do I want to do that? Do I want to keep going? Or do I want to slow it down now that I'm finally off parole and just kick back? So that's when I knew I was going to start chilling, man, when I did not want to do that strong arm robbery. I'm like, I'm not willing to go there no more. Bro, I was wanting to go a step further and actually get off of it. And then where I was living at, my cousin was like, man, you're getting too loaded too often, too much. You got to sober up some, try to get a job, and I'd be able to live here. I was like, okay, man. So I thought, let me see, how about an NA or an AA meeting? And that guy, let me tell you about the guy, her ex-husband, he had sold us some things you can't say on YouTube, that's one of them. Sold us a cuete. And then he bought it back off of us. And when he, or me, I don't know why I'm saying us, because her ex-husband, I guess, she did the talking, but it was my money. I bought it off of him, and then I sold it back to him when he wanted it. He made a big fit. I need it back. I figured he stole it from somebody. They called him, and he's like, I got to get it back. Believe it or not, I've been in the same boat before. Stole something, somebody sold it. Now I need it back. He's like, I got to get that back, bro. And when he came to buy it off me, he had like 20s wrapped around a bunch of ones. He tried to shortchange me. This is a real like little like thing. And I was like, oh, you motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're so cool and all that, dog, but what? So I'm wanting to get clean. My cousin's driving me around. I'm like, I think they have NA and AA meetings over here. Before I became a teenager, and I was like 14, that's when I started kicking up dust. I was crazy in my youth, and they wanted to put me into a mental hospital thing called Charter Hospital for youth that are just off the hook, for troubled youth. And I went to that Charter Hospital. It was on White Lane in Bakersfield, and it's still there. It's a memorial center, I believe. And I always thought that on Wednesday nights, they had NA and AA meetings. Because I had a DUI back in the day. And I remember going to Charter Hospital, the Memorial Center on White Lane in Bakersfield, to an AA meeting for my DUI. And what I would do is I just put my name, had to sign your name off on a little ticket. I would just drop my paper in a coffee can and then go run amok, come back in an hour, and just get it to be signed. I'd turn it in. I never stuck around. But now I'm meaning to stick around. I'm going to lose my spot. Everyone's tripping on me. Bro, it's time to get sober. It's time to get clean. Let's go to NAA meeting. We're on our way there. First, I'm going to go to Carl's Jr. and get a soda. I go to Carl's Jr. and I see that fool. He drives a green van. I saw the van. I hadn't seen him since he tried to shortchange me on the cuete. So I seen him and I'm like, oh, and I try to do one of these. I know he's in the mix. I'm trying to get clean. He may see me. He might offer me something. I might think, forget about NAA. I don't run off a dude. And it's just like, besides when him and I hang out, it's always bad news. I always end up showing up like 5 days later, looking like an old alley cat, all beat up. He hits it hard, man. I can't even go as hard as he hits it. I seen him like, no, I don't want none, bro. Charlie Holmes. But he seen me just a beat too late. I didn't duck fast enough. Splinter, what's up, dog? What's up? And I was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? What you doing? Hey, you know. I was like, dude, I'm on the way to go to NAA. And he shocked me by saying, I've been clean 3 weeks. I was like, what? You've been clean for 3 weeks? Now, keep in mind, I've known this dude forever at this point, and he's just always been deep in the mix. This high homeboy up to his chin, doggy dog in the mix. Even if he's working, he'll have a job and he'll still be in a mix. He'll be like ripping off the employers, stealing whole seed trains from him, just running amok, running game, running drag. That's this dude, and good at it. And been doing it for a long time. Hey, bro. He's like, hey, I've been clean 3 weeks. He's like, right now I'm on my way to a Celebrate Recovery meeting. It just sounded good to me. I couldn't really find the NA meeting. I was like, I told my cousin, I'll roll with him. And the shocking thing about it is she didn't trip out and go, no, you're not rolling with him. You guys are bad news together. You can't come back to my pad and kick off with him. She's like, all right, cool. Which is shocking that she would even, I'm supposed to be looking for a meeting for me. She let me run off with this dude, but it just felt right to her as well. It says clean 3 weeks. Take me to Celebrate Recovery. We went, and that started me off on a 5-year run in church. And it started me off. I have not used anything hard since then. I'm on methadone for Norcos. I'll tell that story. I was all the way clean off heroin, everything, speed, meth, everything, and I found a cup full of Norcos, and I started taking them every day. Got me a little Norco habit going. Then I got me some Tramadols, just some lightweight pills, and I thought I was going to get a $30,000 settlement. I thought I'll get on methadone for a while, and then I'll get that $30,000 and I'll cold turkey the methadone, but I'll have cash to make myself comfortable and get off this shit. I didn't get the 30 grand. I've been stuck off methadone ever since because of Norcos. But when I started going to that Celebrate Recovery, I stopped all the hardcore drugs. The heroin and meth. Now I have stumbled and used meth and heroin, both, a couple of times since then. But as being strung out and just constant and regular, no. The last time I stumbled and I relapsed using meth, I told you guys about it. I had a shitload of homework to do. It was a year ago. I was in school. I had all this homework to make up. I was like, damn, I was drowning in it. I thought I'd go get some, and I just eat it now. I'm not going to snort or smoke or anything like that because that's using. But if I just eat it, that's normal. Just give me a little, pick-me-up. So I ate it, and I just sat there like this on my bed. Like 5 hours sweating. Taking no homework done. Made me feel like shit. The next morning, I felt like I'd been pulled through a hole in the wall. It was a nightmare, bro. I did not accomplish anything, much less what I set out to do. So, this dude takes me to Celebrate Recovery, actually get clean. I never would have thought that this would be the dude that would pull me in the right direction and get me cleaned up. And the crazy thing about it, he was clean 3 weeks. He went to Celebrate Recovery. He took me, and then I started going by myself because he fell off. As soon as he took me and I started going, in fact, I started going to another Celebrate Recovery because he went to one way far away on the east side, and he just quit going. It's like he was clean 3 weeks. He saw me, took me, got me all hooked up and lined up on Celebrate Recovery and on fire for it, and he just dropped out. And he's using it to this day and having a lot of problems too with it. So damn, trip, like, did he just clean up just to get me clean? Because I never thought that would have been the dude. Like, let me just segue into this. Trip on motherfucking this, dog. At work. I told you, okay, a year ago I went to school for 9 months, San Joaquin Valley College, to get an electrical. I don't want to mispronounce it now. I called it the wrong thing before and we got rebuked in the comments. Like, you're not that, brother. Keep it real, homeboy. So I don't want to say like I'm a doctor of electricity. Doctor of electricity. No, it says electrical technology. I got the degree, homeboy. It's right here. Have not been able to use it. I got out. I talked to a couple electrical companies. They're like, the degree is cute. It's fine. It's fancy. But what we need is some experience, some grit. Like, what have you wired up? Have you been in down there, elbows and assholes, homeboy? Have you, been to the trenches? Have you wired anything up? Have you? No, I've been to school, erase. No, man. School of mines. Bro, they're not happy with it. I need to get a job. You guys know I'm in a relationship with Grand Gemini. She's up north. Once a month I go see her. It costs money, man. The train, wherever we go do, it costs money. YouTube, this whole time I've been on YouTube, and you guys have been rocking with me and Prison POV. I just been barely making it financially. If it wasn't for the donation and a little bit of side job I get here and there, I'd been freaking gone under a long time ago. Barely surviving on YouTube. I'm not the type that can make a video every damn day. I can't. I'm not made like that. I just don't mentally have it because I don't always feel like it. I might be on like a trip, dude. I have highs and lows. I have racing thoughts. I'm just not always prepared to come up here and to do it. Pardon me. So, I say all that to say this. I needed a job. I looked for a medical job. I couldn't get one. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to, can't teach an old dog some new tricks. I'm going to go what has always worked. I'm going to call my boss that I've been working with on and off for the last 3 or 4 years. I haven't seen him since like a couple years, but I've been working with him steady. I know him. He's always working. He's a carpenter. He builds houses. I'm sure I can call him and get on. I called him and got on. Now you guys know I'm to work building houses. I'm a carpenter with my degree thing, a doctor in electricity. Can't use it. Sure would like to wire some houses. I like to be an electrician, but I mean I gotta work, so I mean carpenter works. I'm carpenter building shit, but trip on this, bro. This is almost as crazy as the drug dealer taking me to Sobriety recovery, me cleaning me up, and then getting back on dope. It's like I never would imagine that my boss, the carpenter dude, would actually through him I would get a job doing electricity. An electrician. Trip on this, cause I'm working for him, building houses. His brother is also a carpenter. He does his own little gig. He's like, hey, I need to go work with my brother tomorrow. His brother is working on a triplex, a fourplex, or some apartment type setup that got caught fire and damn near burned down. He's remodeling it. So I'm in there doing the carpentry work, demo, and some carpentry work, putting on the H1s, the straps, everything I need to do, carpentry work. Sheeting, new roof. Then guess what comes next? The electrical. The electrical has to be done. And so one of his buddies shows up. And I was like, what's up? Let me help you do electrical. I'm already helping do this other shit. I went to school. I got my degree, Doctor of Electricity. Let me do the damn thing. Is it shocking? You know anything about electricity? Is this shocking? You know anything about real estate? Is this a lot? Homeboy, let me get in there. They said yes. So now I'm starting to do electrical work. I'm leaving town. I don't work tomorrow, so I'm going up north. Monday, and even today, I wired some stuff up. I tried to put on Instagram, didn't come out. I actually wired up a freaking, a light, an outside light. Light bulb came on, everything flipped the power. Boom! I did that shit, homeboy, and it felt great to look at my, to some people, it's a punk-ass light bulb, some easy-ass shit outside of a door and outside light, but to me, it's badass because I went to school for that shit. I'm getting to do it. It's the first light bulb I ever fucking turned on. Bam! Light! We have some light. Dog, they're letting me help me do this. I'm going to wire up this whole fucking thing for them. I'm working as an electrician starting Monday. Not an electrician. Again, I don't want people to say, you're not an electrician. You have to do the electrician helper. My bad. Apprentice. I apologize. What it is, I'm wiring shit though, bro. I never would have thought that my boss, the carpenter, that through him, I would end up working my way into, and then after we're done wiring it up, I'm already talking to them. They know other electrical companies. They're going to put a good word in for me. I'm not going back to carpenter. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. No, I'm going to be like, zzz, zzz, zzz. Bro, come to school for it. Why the hell not? I never would have thought that dude would have gotten me clean off drugs. I never would have thought this boss of mine would end up usher me into the electrical field, bro. It's like, crazy how some things pan out. You're like, I just had no idea that if I went left, I'd end up coming back from the right side? Huh? Things are just crazy sometimes, brother. So, and I appreciate it if you got it on the raffle. Bam. Bam. Trip on this. Splinter. $10. You got a good chance of winning. Plus, it helps me out a lot. And I said, here's what the cut and pay is. Dude didn't work, we didn't work Friday, we didn't work Monday, and then he likes to work like 8 to 2, 6 hours a day. Dude, my hour like chop, 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 chop. The carpenter guy, he'd been working 10 hours a day. Big old fat check. Overtime, just working. This dude like 6 hours a day and take a day off. Bro, I'm getting like not even 30 hours. But when we start the electrical on Monday, he said, dude, elbows and assholes, homeboy. 6 to 6 all day. Get her done. Bust that ass. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go live Saturday to announce the winner. Raffle. If you want to get in on it, bro, homeboy, the raffle's going to be announced Saturday. We're going to spin the wheel thing. You can shoot the $10 Cash App. You can shoot the $10 Venmo. Even if you don't want to get on the raffle, it's like, fuck it, I'm throwing Splinter $10 because he said he's short on hours and he's going up north. And I know trips are expensive. Venmo, Cash App, whatever it is. I have a couple more badass videos coming up. The story of Buck, the toughest wood I ever met. The toughest wood I ever met in prison, Buck, homeboy. I'm going to do During Times with San Bernardino Woods. A couple other ones. I got some titles floating around. Live Saturdays next time you're going to see me. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.